Fine. I still...
Time?
You'll see. So, where do you want me to start? Like you guessed. That made calling Renji. I need to talk to you. He came over. I think it was around. I had him meet me. I made Renji synced. And then stabbed Shoko's I took Shoko to Bloom Park using the old... Must have been around 8. I tied up. After that, I used Renju's phone to send a Nile message to Mizuki. Then, I just waited for Mizuki to arrive. Until next Saturday evening, my personality was inside Renju. My vicious if I asked her to come to Kawasaki. I called her a little before 5 p.m. I greeted her. That's when Ota... Anyway. I put her in the car. On the way, I made her take... I knew she might run once she saw where we were. It was around 7 p.m. when I got there, and I wasted no... After getting Iris's body, I used a rolled-up apron to strangle Renju to death. Then I put his body in an empty oil drum I'd prepared early. I put that in the trunk. But then, waiting for the signal in Akiba, someone knocked. It was Ota. He asked me something about... He was surprised, but I couldn't... Plus, if word got around, that would foil... So, I told him that I didn't have... That's what that thing referred to in Ota's Nile. And just like that, the rest went exact... Sunday morning, I had a record... Oh, I am, of course. I didn't want to draw suspicions. I went to Lemniscate and when I left... To be honest, I was a little... Just the previous night, I didn't think Ota had seen... So, of course... You were on to me, but there was no... If I ran, it would... So I just... The interrogation began. Then you sink... But you didn't get what you were looking... As a result, you had no choice but to... I didn't want to go home right away. I knew that would make it difficult to sneak out at night. And that would put my plan in jeopardy. So I asked you to take me to Marble. I tried to find... But then another... I got a Nile. I knew I could use him. So I told him I needed his help and to meet... He did as I instructed him to do. After that, I got into the van with Ota. But because his presence was unnecessary, when he was gone, I took his car and, yes, this... Of course, I knew I couldn't just walk up and ring the doorbell. Hello, Father, I was also in Iris's body. But I thought I could use that. So I pushed on the intercom and I told him, I want you to come with. He was quiet for a while. We arrived at the prototype by the time I was in the box. There isn't much to talk. Before noon, boss, you might not know this. The two shared it. Hinting at that was enough to get the boss to... I injected her with a sedative, then brought her I synced with her. And after blowing my father's... I stuffed them... In my new body, I drugged Okiura fish... I arrived around... Of course, when I say because of the temperature and... Well, he saw it and... Of course. What does that make it? 3 times that brat has... That annoyed me to no end. Dressing him up in the polar bear, I didn't mean to make you think. I just wanted to throw a wrench, and it didn't matter if you found it. This all happened Monday morning. I left the warehouse around... to harass you. I wanted to bring out the hatred. That's why I called Mizuki to Bloom Park. That's why I streamed Iris's murder. Because they were important. I wanted you to feel cornered, trapped. The prototype sync machine has a special feature. It administers a strong dose that kept... You know all about the prototypes. That should explain... Of course, I don't really care I don't need them. All I cared about was exchanging bodies with the sync. And for that, I needed to remove the left eye.
Why didn't you just put the eyes back when you were done?
That's obvious. Once I was finished transferring into a new body, why would I bother replacing? I was just going to get rid of it. Shoko's is in Renju. Renju's is in Iris. Iris's is in Dad. Dad's is in Boss. Their stomachs, I mean.
You sick bastard.
Yes, I ate them immediately after exchanging.
How horrible.
Homicide is my hobby. I have a tenacity for it, what can I say? Of course, it was also necessary to make sure if I took over someone's body, they would know about my crimes. I couldn't risk them reporting me, so I killed them. It was also a matter of revenge. It's personal. That's why I chose people close to you as targets. Well, except for my father, of course. That was personal to me, but don't ask. It's a... This series of murders was traveling through bodies to... That's the thing about traveling. We always want... Where do you think that... You're home. A trip is only complete once you return home. The same goes for me. When I return home, my travels will come to an end. So I'll be needing it back.
What?
You stole my body. You took it from me 6 years ago. That's why I want revenge.
What are you talking about?
You have no idea what it was like. I miss it. No matter how many people I killed, I never felt I feel...
You...
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete
Oh, that's right. My old body. How are you finding it, Date? That's what I've been telling you!
But... I don't have the same oxytocin deficiency you did.
That is because I regularly... They must have increased your dosage too much.
No, but... the person who had this disorder was number 89. The original Cyclops killer.
That is what I believed as well. But we must have misunderstood. Pewter did not specify who, if only that one of the original
That's straight. That would mean number 80...
That must be it. Rohan is a parasite inside number 89's brain. Pewter must have known that.
No way.
Let us determine the specifics using Saito as our starting point. Whose brain was he in before Boss?
So Sejima.
And before So?
Iris. And before that, Renju. And before that, Shoko.
And before Shoko?
I was a parasite inside Rohan's brain. I'd lost most of my memories. They housed me in a but I still had those fragments of my mind left. Just as I explained earlier. From a single piece, you can recreate the whole. I took my time, slowly regaining my memories. 1 year ago, I remembered everything. I left the hospital and immediately sought out Shoko Nadami. I got her body. And she? When she saw herself in the mirror, she lost her mind. She was confused.
That's why Rohan committed suicide.
After that, using Shoko, I spied on you. That's why I know everything. In there, in that body, my personality.
Wait, If what you're saying is true...
It was in...
I'm not...
Correct. It is just as he explained. Number 89 was, in other words...
That's... my re...
Sorry, but time's up. I want my body back. It's quite simple. Sync with me and stay inside my mind.
And if I refuse?
I know it.
Huh?
Date, look! This is streaming live!
Damn you!
If you give me back my body. Oh, and of course,
Iba, where...
It is being routed through new... I cannot identify the source.
Computer! Contact headquarters, now!
Got it!
Now, what will you do? Will you agree to my request? Date, don't you care about... Do you understand? A bomb.
Date!
See, I knew you wouldn't. I know you will.
I did it. I did it! I'm back. I got it all back!
Hey, where's Hitomi?
All right, I'll tell you as promised. Boss's house. However, it might be too late by now.
What? Why?
Return my body and I'll tell you the location. That's what I said. I didn't lie. I kept my promise.
You bastard!
You're the one who injured that body. It's your own fault, really.
Damn it!
Be seeing you.
Date! Are you alright?
Everyone's dead. I couldn't do anything. Saito had me right where he wanted me. Nothing.
Parallel worlds exist.
I have had?
You're awake.
Damn it!
I don't think you can release yourself.
Well, do something about it.
What is it you expect me to...
Come out of my eye socket and get this off of me.
I cannot.
Why not?
My body has short-circuited. It must have been the electric currents from earlier.
Gah.
But fortunately, my communication functions are... I attempted to reach HQ and Abyss personnel for support.
And?
No response.
They ignored you?
There must be pressure from the higher-ups. Likely a result of Congressman Tsujima's interference.
He thinks I'm investigating Monika's case.
That is not the... So Tsujima holds a... That is likely why Pewter is attempting to delete...
Are you okay?
For now, but if they breach my final layer of ice, they will destroy me. I would cease to exist.
You're... Saito...
Oh, so you figured it out.
Renju's body on the ground. Without his left eye. You were inside Renju, weren't you? You used the machine to exchange minds.
Close, but you're a little off. I didn't get rid of the body. He died. But what interests me more is you. How do you know you can use the sync machine to exchange minds? The way you're talking makes me think you know why I took out his left eye. did it unlock? Then tell me.
Mine.
That means your...
This is your body.
Well, if you know that much, then this should be... Give me back my body. Don't worry, I haven't killed them. Yet.
Yet?
The brain you are currently occupying has an interesting quirk. It releases a flood of dopamine. I thought I'd take that brain in front of you, which is why... Son, I was going to begin the sync, but I think I want to see... But...
If you don't shut your mouth...
All right, what should I say? Do you have any questions for me? I was still in Ren, my next target. If I asked her to come to the abandoned, I even video, but for some reason, this was around. I was still Renju, the president. I didn't think I would have any trouble.
Date, do you... Saturday evening after inside the Somnium, you thought you saw... The time was 4:52 p.m. Right before you told...
Okay, don't lock the door and stay at...
Iris didn't accept Saito's... If you did not want...
She would have been taken here.
I decided to pick her up in Renju. I thought that if she saw me in person, she would trust me. However...
You got in an accident around 6:10 p.m.
My plans were ruined. But my ultimate goal is still... After the accident, my body was taken to Central Hospital. I regained consciousness just past 12 a.m. The surgery was a success, but Renju's organs were in a horrible state. But I had somewhere to be. I left the hospital, rented a car.
I know what happened after that. You got to the Sagan household at 2 a.m. You pushed the intercom button.
He was sweating buckets, and he came up to me with this begging look in his eyes. He said, "Come with..."
You got Iris to come, but when you tried to bring her...
I got scared. I pulled my hand away and ran.
Oh, you know that, but you're exactly right. I was planning to put her to sleep in the car, but I didn't. The sleeping pills were inside Renju's crushed car. I was pushing my luck. My plan and my I'm sure the painkillers were affecting me as well. My mind was scrambled, and I couldn't think straight. I couldn't chase after her. I managed to make it back here and collapse. Next thing I woke up around Renju's body was about to explode. By Monday, Renju's body was almost... And of course, my consciousness as well. That's when I got a call from a Mr. Amano... The man you call.
The boss told me that then Renju asked, "Is there any way we can let number 89 escape?"
When I heard that number 89 was coming, I came up with a plan. Iris trusts this number 89. I thought I could use... And there was another reason. I planned on eventually switching bodies with you. You and I would get our original bodies back. And after I do that, I will kill Iris and Hitomi in front of you. Well, a rather nice plan if I do say so myself. That's why I asked Pewter to help number 89 escape. I wanted this body. I brought Rohan, who was inside number 89's body, to the abandoned factory. Rohan was my partner in the Cyclops serial killings 6 years ago. So naturally, we had a lot, but I didn't have much time. Not to sound like a broken record, but Renju's bought so. As a result, this happened.
Renju.
It's just like I told. He died of... Just mercenaries I hired. After I woke up Monday, I arranged the hit. They were expensive. I paid them with... Of course, my intention was only to kidnap Iris, but after I got this body, I didn't really... But they had already been... I decided to leave the arrangements as they... And then... I told him about Iris and hiring the assassins. I told him he could use them for whatever he needed. And he acted on his own, without consulting me. I called Iris about 24 hours. Tuesday at 1:40 a.m. I started a video chat with Iris. Long time no... I'm sorry to call you out of the blue like this, but I need to see you. Iris got so excited that she dropped her guard. I told her where to meet. It was all according to plan. I knew that if I looked like him...
I've been looking for him for 6 years.
I see. That is why Iris left Matsushita Diner.
So the...
You, Date, number 89's current body.
After Iris got into the car, I put her to sleep. I restrained her and called...
I have your daughter. Don't call the police or she dies.
I used Iris to reel in Hitomi. Thanks for being so cooperative. But you did drag. I was getting tired of waiting. Oh, right. I put that there. When I was fixing Shoko's body on the horse, I forgot that I had given... I didn't want to take it with me, and I didn't want to toss it away. So, I decided to...
The merry-go-round horse's mouth was hollow, which allowed the...
I was only 12, but I remember it. On that day, 18 years ago, I'm going to see... I followed him. I got into it. He went to the harbor where... I've only ever been happy before, but like a drug, I eventually... Next, that's when I found out about Monica. That woman took my dad from me, and she stole all that, so I chose her as a target. I was born with a... I can't secrete oxytocin from my pituitary, and I didn't have a mother. My mom died giving... So, naturally, my emotions... Sometimes, if I didn't kill Monica, maybe the murders 6 years ago now. Me, you, Rohan. And maybe... Isn't destiny a curious... One mistake can change so many lives. Sorry, I don't have anything else to... And even I'm growing tired of seeing that... So, give me my body. What a strange fake eye. Oh well. All right, it's ready.
This is... the sync room. That was... Damn it, why can't I wake up? This doesn't look like footage from a surveillance camera. What? Am I? Say. No good. I can't turn it off. What? Damn it, what is... Go to the sink room. It's a sink machine. Me? What was he doing? Sink. Again. This wasn't here before. This is... blood. Blood. The picture. Blood. Damn. Oh. It's them. You're... It's just a mirror. Damn it! What do I do?